Hello and welcome back to Level Up Land. Did I just nudge myself accidentally to the side there? Anyway, we have quite a few spells here, and I'm going to start today by going up and trying to farm another mage. So let's head on our way up this back cave. Oh, you know what? I might as well. So I did check the last episode, and it turns out that all the spells I ended up with more of, except for Drain, I think, which actually went down by a couple. Fine. So, just kill the rat. Kill the rat. Can I get through here? Yeah, without encountering anything? Right, okay. Come on, mage. I want a mage. Good. Right. Analyze. Just sent a few strikes its way just to get its health down a bit faster. Maybe it wasn't worth it, but I did it regardless. Whatever. Right, their health is under 100, so it's not going to heal anymore. I won't attack. Regenerate. Right. I'm going to wait till my health gets to below 100, and I'll cast a Regenerate. Oh. I left it a bit... I was being a bit too risky there. A bit too much. Oh, did that too early. Basically wasted a Regenerate there. I'm not even keeping track of what spells I've got, and I'm just keeping track of my regenerating effect and my health. Because the amount of space that regenerate is away from extract, I can just tap right twice and get there straight away. That's the thing, you sort of like get into a rhythm. Of knowing like how far away options are from each other. I feel like I'm not really getting much this fight. I'm gonna heal because I'm running a bit too low for my liking. I'm getting plenty of blasts though by the looks of it. I think I started with 8 or something when I started this fight. So that's good, but I'm almost out of regenerate already. All that farming for regen. I mean, I've got plenty of heals and recovers in the process as well, but all that fighting for regenerates, and they're almost gone. I am going to keep an eye on those regenerates as well. It seems like my regenerates heal a little bit slower than this guy attacks, because every few regenerates I'm having to throw on a heal. 2 regenerates to go. Yeah, that's it. This is my last regenerate. Wow. Oh, got one back. Yes, you can see my health is going down slowly, it seems. And that's it. Attack, attack. Get quite a few experience from that. I am going to throw on a couple heals. Ran out of regenerates completely. Oh, should I go back to the pier and save? Yeah, I'm going to go back to the pier. Save and heal. Heal, as in heal at the pier. 17 blasts, I'm doing good. Right. I had 906 health. Oh, yeah. That was good. Didn't encounter anything on the way back there. Right. So, see, 22 recovers. My recovers is getting up there. That's really nice. 22 recovers is really good. Now there's another enemy I want to fight, and this enemy is going to be, I'd say, the mother of all enemies, at least for a long time. Oh, yeah, just, I'm not going to bother extracting from this guy. I will extract twice. Ah, got a strike out of it, that's fine. So, north of that cave with the mages, I mean, there is another enemy in that cave that I need to look out for. If I come across it, I will instantly pause the game and explain it to you. But there's another in the field above that. The field above that is just this little patch of... Oh, come on now. An eagle. Oh. Yeah, the patch of land is a bit of grass behind, just cornered off by a swamp. Don't make me. Right. I didn't want to use those drains, but I had quite a bit to lose. Right. Let's see it now. I'm on 924, so I've actually gained quite a bit of health. Right. So, no regenerates. I'm not going to try and fight a mage. If I come across one, I might just try running, or I might just attack it. I don't know. See what it's like when we get there. But there is an enemy further up. Now I could not come across it. In fact, I might come across something else that I don't want to fight. In fact, let's have a look at the chances on my little diagram here. So I have a 50% chance of coming up against something I want to fight, and if... Well, there's two other things. 20% chance of something I don't want to come up against, and the 30% of something else that I don't want to come against. So there's two enemies that are pretty worthless in terms of resources, and there's another enemy that's really good. I want to come across the one that's really good. It's going to be a long fight, probably. But if I can get there and I can do it, that's going to be amazing. And at 924 health, let's have a look at my recovers actually. 616. So that's going to recover just over 300. So it's not that great, but I can use it quite a lot. And if I can stay in this next fight that I want to get into for a long time, that's going to be very good. So I think recovers are going to be a great aid for me there, and probably heals too. But depending on how the fight goes, I might not need to use them. But I'll say when I get there, and I might, you don't know what you're going to come across, so I can't exactly talk about everything. Ah, well, it's an eagle, see? So I've come across an eagle, so plans have changed already. This is what happens. Right, so I'm going to get this down to a low amount, and then extract. Right, I'm going to extract now. Get some strikes probably, hopefully get an escape. I would like some more escapes, but they're not too easy to come by. Plane strikes though, that's good. Right, now let's make it back to the pier and hopefully... Good. I was thinking if I encountered another eagle I'd have to use up some strikes to be able to survive the fight. Oh, what's this now? A rat. That's okay. Just kill it. Just kill it and move on. One worry that I do... Right. Okay, we're doing this again. One fear that I do have is that when I try to explain the enemies, there's something that I miss. Like some really weird quirk or something that I miss, or something that's just such a big deal that I just completely neglect to talk about. That I would love to talk about because I mean we haven't seen any of the weird stuff yet. But we will. And there's another escape. We will see some of the weird stuff along the way, but not yet. Maybe soon. Maybe there'll be a bit of weirdness. But my worry is that something just passes by me and I neglect to mention it. I just forget, and that would be a shame. Anyway, 20 strikes. I'm doing good there. Oh. Yeah, see, that was lucky. I could have died then, because my attack might have not have done the amount that I needed it to. So see, that's one of the reasons I want to analyse for those. But if I come across the next enemy that I'm looking for, right, we'll get this down to 350, and then attack. Yeah, drains still it's a decent spell. Right. Okay. Can I make out the top of this cave? Skeleton! Right. Skeleton. So, skeletons are deadly. This is something that I was interested in coming across. But now that I've come across it, I'm pausing it because these are quite weird and I don't want to miss out on anything. Skeletons keep attacking you, and as they keep attacking you, their health goes down. They lose health over time, so you can't just keep extracting from one of these in perpetuity. You can't heal yourself fast enough because it will eventually kill itself. The problem is that the lower health it has, the more damage it does to you. So you might look like you've got plenty of health, but if you leave it alone for too long, the health will just start going right down. So you need to really pay attention to that. Now there is a few new spells from skeletons that I would like to have, but given the nature of the fight, I'm not going to be spending a lot of time extracting. I'll probably extract a couple times, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it for a bit, let its health drop, and then I'll quickly throw a few strikes and then quickly throw a few blasts, because what you don't want is to have its health at a smaller amount for a longer amount of time. You want to keep it in the higher numbers for as long as possible and then just plough through it. So let's do this. Right. No, that didn't work. Right, so I'm going to leave it for a bit. Strike, strike, strike. Blast. Right. And you get plenty of experience. As you can see, I got a lot of experience there. Let's heal, actually. Yeah, I've got plenty of heals. So recovers coming up to mill at 697. Right. Okay. So 50% 50% chance of getting the enemy I want, 50% chance of getting something that I just do not want to fight at all. Please be the one I want. Oh, bloody knights. Right. Knights are rubbish, I hate them. They did a lot of damage to me. So, knights, their extractions are rubbish. They give as much strikes as an eagle does, but you don't wanna come up against one of those. And instead of escape, as the one slot, they've got a different spell, which has one slot, like so 3% chance of gaining, which is a good spell. It's a good end game spell. It's not so good now. When enemies start getting more periodical with their attacks. So enemies at the start are mostly just like they just keep attacking, but later on you'll get big beefy enemies that will do nothing and then do a big attack. It's good for that, not good for now. Now, I believe, if memory serves me correctly, the way that knights sort of work the opposite to skeletons, in that the more health they have, the more damage they do. So if you can get them to a really low amount of health, then you can extract from them more effectively, but I still probably wouldn't recommend it. And also, a really weird symptom of the thing about the knights is that depending on how low your charge bar is, they will recover over time. So if your charge bar, I'm going to have to look, and like I said before, I'm going to try and put it all in the notes to say, like, have a thing in the description to like link you to all the different things in the game, and just so that everything that I explain to you is described in full detail. But the way I think they work, I might have to analyse them down the line to determine this for certain, is that when their charge bar is on the low end, they will start healing, but if their charge bar is past that low end, they won't heal. So you've got to offset a few attacks, and they're just not fun. They're not a good enemy. You don't want to fight them. To be honest, if I was to, one thing I would change is I would make it so that you could get more strikes from them, and the other spell you could just get more spells from them in general, because otherwise they're just not worth fighting. And this is the one I want. Okay. So a wizard, they're weird. They can extract lots of spells. You can see I've got a warp there. Let's analyse it. Now, these have a few things going on for them. Right, so if their health gets to a number where all 3 digits are the same, they will fully recover. So it's a good idea to try and time your I don't think it regenerates. Let's just drain a bit. 6, 9, 7. Right. Oh! See, something I did. See, it happened again there. So if you know what? Just blast. Right, okay, so that can't happen anymore. Recover at 6, 9, 7. Okay. And then just tag it down. Right, okay, so now I'm going to keep extracting, and these can give you a lot of spells. In fact, this is the only enemy in the game where every single spell slot is filled with something. Most of them are warps, so you also got Siphon there. Recover at 6, 9, 7. Oh, past it. Annoying. Right. So they've got plenty of warps. Going to make good use of the warps. They have Siphon, and they have other spells as well, which I will get to. Joker, there's another one. I'm just going to use Recover for now. So the way that wizards work is that they do more well, aside from the whole health thing, they do more damage to you based on how much spells you have. And the way it's calculated, it's not just the pure raw number of spells you have. It's like every frame it does an amount of damage. I believe it's based off the square root of the particular spell that it's currently comparing against. It's weird. So the more variety in spells you have, the better that is for you. No, that's wrong. The worse that is for you. And we've got another spell there. Copy. I will be going through all this. 6, 9, 7. Ah, passed it again. And I believe there's another spell that they haven't given me yet, but one that I definitely want to go over. I will go through these spells in a moment. Yeah, so say if you have 10 different spells, each with... Oh, well past it. That was well suboptimal, that. I'm going to use this until I've got all my recovers have been expended. I suppose I could copy the recover. So I'll wait for this to go down. So I want to go over these spells that I'm getting, but I don't want to just get distracted from the fight here. Right, I'm going to copy the recover there. So copy, I'll explain that quickly. What copy does is whatever the last spell you cast was, you get another copy of it. So if I use recover there and I use copy, I get my recover back. I don't actually want to keep doing that because I want to keep my copies. Because there's going to be other spells, it's going to be better to copy. But there's still a spell I haven't been getting any of here. As you can see, I've got like 21 warps. Right, so I'll try to get back to explaining how this enemy works. So the more, say if you have 10 of 10 different types of spell, that's going to do you worse than if you have 100 of one type of spell. So the more variety of spells that you have, and there I've just got freeze, I've got 2 freezes, that's what I was after. It is annoying when you miss that optimal point to use recover. You do feel it. But I'm running out of recovers. Five more recovers. Yeah, so it's a mix of... It gets more powerful the more spells you have, and it gets more powerful the more variety of spells that you have. So if you can come across one of these at this stage, you can get some really nice stuff. Right, I'm at 3 more, got 3 more recovers. Once he's gone, I'll go down and explain a few more of the spells. Right, so Joker and Freeze. Joker, it randomizes your health. So whatever your max health is, it changes your health to a random number between 1 and that. So that can be extremely powerful. Ah. So ideally you want to use Joker when you're as close to death as possible, so that you've got a much higher chance of that number going up than going down. But it really is random, so you have to like really be careful. Now freeze freezes the enemy's actions for the length of 2 turns. So one technique, just to sort of give you a bit of protection if in case a Joker screws you over, is to freeze before you use Joker, and then that gives you a chance to use another Joker. So freeze, Joker, that was fine. That was an okay Joker. About halfway. I've only got one more. Well, I've got 2 freezes now. Got plenty of copies, got loads of warps. There's only 2 enemies in this game that can give warps, and wizards by far give you more than the other one. So this is going to be my biggest source of warps. Freeze, Joker. That was a good Joker. A decent Joker. Sometimes you'll get Joker and set you back to like 7 or something, so you have to like, quickly use Joker again. It's a powerful spell. Powerful is the word. It can really help you. It's just you've got to be so careful when you use it. That's the big downside to it. So let's try that again. Freeze. Joker. Joker. It's not that good. Right. Freeze. Come on. Joker. That was fine. I'm going to have to start using my heals. I will go through the spells in a moment, but I do want to make sure that I can get out of this fight. I don't want to use up all my heals. See, I'm using up quite a lot. Those heals are gonna be good out of fights. I've got another freeze, so I can freeze Joker again. Ooh, I can do 2 more freeze Jokers, at least. $34 warps. I will go through all the probabilities and everything for this wizard once I've completed this battle, and I will explain what Siphon and warp does and all that. It's a decent Joker. Yeah, it can be scary. Oh, and as you can see on the right there, enemy frozen as one of the effects that I've unlocked. Right, that was a good Joker, but I don't have any more freezes, so well, I spoke too soon. I've got to freeze again. Now, the game does make a distinction between enemy actions and damage, like damage being dealt to you. Because, hold on, I need to concentrate on this. Right, decent Joker. Because, say, like, if an enemy, like, the game doesn't like inform you of anything of the sort, but the game does make an internal distinction between things like burning and poisoning and all that sort of stuff. So you might freeze an enemy, but if something's you might freeze an enemy, but that still might not particularly stop damage, or it might even stop healing, because sometimes the healing is just like a natural thing about the enemy's existence, so to speak. I'm gonna heal a few more times to... I don't want to Joker without the freezes, because it's... probably shouldn't have used that last heal there, but the freezes are paramount to protecting you against a Joker. Think about the chances of a Joker putting you at critical health. By having a freeze up, you can protect yourself against that. Shouldn't have let that bar go too much, I might need to actually do something else. How low do I want my heals to... will I be willing to let my heals go? That's a question to ask. Now, if you're asking... Oh, there's 2 freezes. If you're asking... Oh, but won't you need stuff to be able to... Won't you need enough heals and all that to help you get back to the pier? The answer to that is no. And you'll see why in a moment. Well, once this fight's over with. Don't like it. Come on, good Joker. Right. Just one freeze. Right. Freeze. Joker, that was a nice Joker. I'm going to say that a lot. That was a bad Joker. That was a good Joker. Because Jokers vary. It's part of their thing. Right. No, no, oh, I took a chance. I took a chance with that last Joker there. Almost out of Jokers. Right. I'm gonna heal a little bit. Yeah, the thing is, like, I am kind of burning through those heals a bit, but the thing is with heals as well is that even though you do get a lot of them, because it's a lot of them that heal you a little bit, that costs a lot of turns. So that's the downside of that. One freeze. Oh. Right. Let's. Come on. I'm so on edge. Right. Freeze. Nice. Very nice. I'm getting plenty of strikes off it as well. Strikes and analyzers. Got 57 warps. 58 warps. I'm not sure how long those warps will last me. But I'm completely out of recovers. Still, I mean, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. I'm not complaining. In a way, Jokers are safer outside of battle because you don't you don't have to worry about an enemy like straight up attacking you as soon as you've used it. And I've got to freeze again. Right. Got 4 jokers. 1 freeze and 4 jokers, right. Okay. It's tense. Freeze. Yeah, that's fine. I don't feel comfortable jokering without a freeze. Yeah, I don't like that I'm using up all these heals. Freeze. Freeze. 1 freeze with 4 jokers. And Joker's like another scaling spell, like Recover. The more health you have, the more your max health is, the more powerful the Joker will be. Right. The spells I haven't actually gone over yet. Hold on. Freeze. Yeah, that was nice. So, Siphon, and Warp I haven't actually explained yet. That's because they're not pertinent to this fight. Once I'm out, I'll explain them. I don't get another freeze soon. Ah, well, there I am. Another freeze. So I wonder if I can make this fight perpetual in a way because of all the freezes and jokers I'm getting. Maybe not at this point. Right, okay. Freeze. Joker. Right. Right, I'm not going to use any more heals, I'm just going to attack it and be done. Oh, oh. I'm gaining freezes at just the right rate, it seems, for the amount of health I have. So yeah, this is a long fight. This is just how some fights go. It's all about the resource management. Right. Attack. Right. Oh, and look at all that health it gives me. Gives you quite a lot of health. Right. So, let's run down some of the spells. The new spells that I got there. Some of them are already explained, but I will just quickly run through all of them anyway. So, going down the list. First one is Siphon. Now, this one is a bit odd. What it does is, it takes what you have left of your shield and moves it onto your health. So, as I am right now, it would reduce my shield by 500 and it would increase my health by 500, like heal me by 500. Now, because I'm outside of battle and my shield will fully recover anyway, that's basically just a 500 health healing effect because I'm outside of battle. Joker randomizes your health, so anywhere between 1 and whatever your max health is, it'll pick a number and that's your new health. Could hurt you, could heal you. And so obviously you want to use that when you're low, like I have been doing. Freeze disables the enemy's actions for the length of 2 turns. Now the length of 2 turns, what that means is the bar that goes up, the time it takes for it to grow twice that long. Copy. Gain an extra copy of the last spell you cast. So if I use that now, I would gain another Joker. As you can brackets there, it says Joker. Now you can't just spam copy to get like loads of something, because the last spell that you cast becomes copy and you can't copy, so you have to use it once and then you can't use it until you cast something else. And the last one that I got, which I got tons of, I got 70 warps, and I'm going to be using this right now. A warp will teleport you back to the pier with a 30% chance, so that one missed and that one worked. Because that one can only be used outside of battle, and it's very nice just having that. I mean, obviously 68 warps can all fail, it's possible, it's certainly incredibly improbable, but just having loads of warps, knowing that you can go out like on a decent trek and have confidence that you can make it back just by wanting to teleport back, it's really nice. Right, so now I think I'm going to do the thing I've been doing for a while. I think I am going to go back to the fairy game, because look, I've got no recovers, got no regenerates, I'm a bit down on heals, not really bothered, but at 1200 health, I probably could, so 800, so if I could use recover to heal me for 400 every time, do I want to do that? No, but I could, but I'm not going to. Right, so let's do my old favourite thing of farming fairies. And obviously with 1200 health, I've got quite a bit more leeway, so I'll probably get quite a bit more and faster this time than what I have been. And I'm not going to be using my warps. Oh, Right, but I do have one of these, and you know what? Right, me having 1,200 health now, it just... Oh, it's just so nice. It just means I can do so much more extracting from a single enemy. So I want to extract from this eagle because I want... I mean, the strikes are good, I definitely want a lot of strikes, but I want more escapes. Because the thing is, there is like an end of game at this point. There is like an end of game strategy that you can do, but it involves you coming into contact with some really powerful enemies. It's very risky and you'll get a lot of game overs probably in trying it, but you can get a really nice buff, which I will of course explain that when I get to it, but you know, it's one of those things where the earlier you can get it, it will really be good to you, but it's also the case that you can't really get it early because it's not meant for you to get it early. It's all very mathematical in a way. Oh. Yeah, fine. Oh, please don't be an eagle. That's okay. Yeah, I got 3 escapes. Yeah, there is a... Oh, recover straight off the bat. Straight off the bat. That's a funny saying, isn't it? It would be even funny if I was fighting a bat and I went, ooh, there's a drain straight off the bat. How far should I allow my health to go down to? Is it 600? Right, let's just do it now. I do like those 20 copies. See? See, I'm willing to use a few strikes, a few heals, because I'll still come out on top. How many am I willing to use though? Just kill me. That fairy did not want me to go. Right. I mean, if I wanted to have a perpetual fight, I probably could at this point, but it means I'd be getting recovers at a much lower rate, and I'd be getting like heals and regenerates. I mean, I could probably like farm against those mages still, because they give me blasts. and they give me recovers. In fact, would having a perpetual... that's just what I call them, perpetual fights. Would having a perpetual fight against a mage be worth it? I don't think I'll be able to keep it up. These fairies do not want to let me go today. That one did, eventually. I think there's only a couple of areas in this game where, like, on a certain terrain you have a definite 100% chance of coming across a certain enemy. This is definitely one of them, because you can only find fairies in this cave, and it's the only place in the game you can find fairies. But I'm going to end this. I think I'm going to end this episode like I have done all of them, just farming fairies. But I did really well with that wizard. So I might not talk as much for the rest of this. Oh, let's start running. But the highlight of this episode has definitely been that wizard. Get a good big batch of new spells. But these fairies aren't liking me anymore. Not that they liked me much to begin with, but they don't like me leaving. In fact, I suppose you could say, in that sense, they like me more. They don't want me to leave. They want me to hang around. At what point is it just not worth healing more? Oh, and last time I was having such good luck with not being killed. Have I actually? I think the last two fights, I haven't gained anything. But I don't want to fight those mages though, because I want to get more blasts. Like I said, there are other ways to get blasts. Let me just have a look at my little chart thingamabobby. So there's an enemy that I know that I can get blasts from. Right, okay. Yeah, so there is an enemy in another cave where I can get more blasts at a higher rate, at a 9% rate, so it's got 3 slots of blast. That's good. Right. Come on. Don't be the third fairy in a row that betrays me. Okay, what is next step? Be a fairy. Oh, no. Right. Oh, eagle. Right. Yeah, always gotta remember, eagles attack them first. It's crucial. Strike. I like strikes. I'm not going to complain for getting strikes. I do want escapes, but I'm not going to complain about getting strikes. Alright. Is it another eagle? It is! Right. Yeah, and I'm still doing well with it. I've got a lot of analyzers. I got the analyzers from the mages as well, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, analyzers from mages. And wizards. So, let's get this health down, and then I'll have a quick glance over. Right, make sure not to too long. So wizards, remember, one slot is equal to 3% chance. Wizards have one slot for analyze, heal, strike, siphon, joker, freeze, copy, and then 3 slots for warp. Actually, I said that you get more warps from the wizards than the other enemy that drops warps, but no, the other enemy also has 3 slots for warp, but they are the only 2 enemies you can get warp from. No. See, there's always that chance. So I've got 5 escapes now. That's alright. So I'm thinking, once I finish this episode, for the next one I might go back to the mages. I could go back to the mages, but I'm starting to get a bit more powerful, so there is an end game spell that it is possible to find. It is possible to get early, and if you can stock up on a lot of them, you can get some really good long-lasting effects from it. Now usually it's the type of thing that you might want to hold out on. It can be really awkward to figure out, because it's one of those things where you know that getting it early can really help you out for a long time, but getting it late, you know you can get the most effect out of it. It's really weird. I will have to, maybe not, I think I'll have to wait till I've got at least a few more escapes. I don't be using escapes on fairies. Oh, come on. Yeah, also I don't do any of that stuff which is like, well, if a rare thing hasn't spawned after 20 tries, then it spawns for definite. No, everything is just purely down to the probabilities. I keep it genuine, so to speak. If something has a 1% chance of spawning, but the game is like, well, after 200 goes, then you get it for definite, then that's not whatever number I said. I forgot what number I said in my example. Say if something has a 1% chance of spawning, and then after 200 tries you get it for definite on that 200th attempt, then it's not a 1% chance of spawning. it's a 1% chance of spawning 199 out of 200 times, and a 100% chance of spawning 1 in 200 times. So it's not the same thing. So it just means it skews the numbers. So if it says it's so much, it's actually something. If it's like, oh, it's this percent chance, but this thing makes it different. It's not that percent chance, is it? Unless the thing in the game makes it clear, like, you know, like this item will double the chance of a particular item dropping or something like that. Then you know, those things. Basically, I haven't accounted for people's irrationality, and I don't want to account for people's rationality because I don't want to lie. I don't want to. I would hope that the mechanics would stand up on their own rather than playing these manipulative tricks. That's my view on it anyway. I should really take note of how many heals I'm what I'm actually extracting from these enemies, so that I know like how many heals I should use if I need to in my attempts to run. But I am having quite a bad streak, it seems. But again, it's all just numbers, it's all probability. It's not that the game hates me, it's not that any of this stuff. There you go. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, and you have to account for it. These are the things, you know, exponentials of this happening, this deals between this value and this value damage. People can say, oh, it's random numbers, and it is, but you have to make decisions based off that. And making better decisions based off what's likely to happen, or calculations of different probabilities and different outcomes, will on average net you better results than those who just brute force their way, or, you know, don't put the time and effort into thinking about those things. That's just the way it is. People underestimate the law of large numbers as well, or law of averages. So Siphon is pretty much, not necessarily always, but pretty much a purely out of battle spell. And 21 Siphons I think I've got. Is it 21? I think it's 21. Yeah, 21 Siphons. That's really good. I mean, that's going to be better for. Out of battle healing than my heals. I think, even considering the quantities. I don't want to spend too long on these fairies, is in my total play time, but I realise I have spent a lot of time on the fairies so far. I mean, at this point I'm mostly interested in the recovers, although the regenerates, if I want to farm mages, then the regenerates will come in handy. But also consider that my health is higher, so recovers are getting better. As are jokers, but I don't feel comfortable using them without freezes. I mean, it does depend. I mean, if it's been a while since I've saved, then I'm going to be very hesitant to use them without freezes, but if it's just like I suddenly come across something powerful and I get low on health, then I'm probably not going to be. as concerned. Anyway, I should start running. I've left a bit late. Ah, never mind. I ran quickly. Oh. So I think the next plan of action is to go back to the mages and try farming them for at least a while. Get some good blasts from them. We'll have to use those blasts on the skeletons if I come across them. That's alright though. Skeletons, they're a good thing to fight if you know what you're doing. They're a good thing to fight because you do get decent amount of experience from them. And there are some interesting spells you can get from it as well. If you can get them from it. If you can get them from it, or if you can get it from them. I suppose both those sentences work out. Here we go again. Ah, there you are. That wasn't too bad. Right. I think we'll leave it there. Right, so biggest advancement this time I would say is got a decent amount of blasts. That's good. I think everything up here at the top part is going steady. 21 siphons, that's excellent. 5 escapes, that's good. 3 jokers, that's pretty good. Could do with some freezes though. But 20 copies, that's gonna be good in the long term. There's a particular spell I would like to use copy on, but if I have to use it, it's sort of good as having it for a backup, just in case you need to use it for, say, something outside the battle. Like I don't want to use it on like heal. Maybe to extend my recover pool potentially. But I mean, ideally not in the battle. But yeah, I would ideally like to just hang on to the copies, but I mean they can help out if I need to use them. And the 68 warps, they're not going to last forever, but 68 warps is very good. It definitely helps to aid you in just giving you that comfort to know that you can travel away from the pier and you can just warp back. Now, if my warps get too low, then it might get to the point where I can't be fully confident that I can warp back, so I will need to stock up on more. But I will anyway, because I'm going to fight more wizards, and there is another enemy that drops warps, and will I be fighting those? Maybe. Anyway, so yeah, I think there's 2 things that I have in mind at the moment. One of them is farming the mages, and the other one is doing this, getting this particular spell that I have called like an end game spell, because if you can get it early and you can get it in good quantities, then it will work out for you. That is what I intend to use my copies for, hopefully, and that will give me a really nice buff might not be the right word, but a really nice advantage for the rest of the game if I can do that. But it might be still too early to consider doing that. But I think if I wanted to do that, I would need to look into getting more escapes. So I think I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to go for the mages. My current plan, this could change of course, my current plan is to go for the mages, and I'll just get escapes, like, just along the way as I've been getting them, and just not use them. But yeah, there is another enemy that you can get escapes from, but it's quite a trek away, and I won't be doing that yet. Anyway, I am very happy with the progress here. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.